1, 2, 3 dice of the same color. But since you don't always get all 25 dice of the same value, that really adds the wrinkle. That makes you, your noodle, your brain, okay, to work a little harder. Okay, let's do that. All right. Okay, let me put this a little closer to the camera. All right. So here's 25 dice and all visible to you, okay? And normally when you play this, you're not supposed to really take too much time to count. You're supposed just to glance it and mentally figure out, ooh, how many ones, how many twos, how many threes, how many fours, okay? Once you have that information, your noodle, your brain should start ticking already, thinking, how are you going to play this? How are you going to play this? Okay? All right. Since we do a demonstration, let's do it slow, and I'll count it for you. Right now, we have 2, okay, forget about color, just 1 dot. There are 3 1 dots. And I'm going to lay it together so you can see them easily. 3 1 dots. And how many? Oh, sorry, actually, more than 3, 4, 5, 6. See, this is where when you have to concentrate in order to see this. I'm going to put the 6 1 dots. Okay, 6 1 dot. I'll put over here. You can see that. There are 6 1 dot. Now, how many 2 dots? Okay, we'll put 1 here, 2, and 3. 3 2 dots. Okay? And how many 3 dots? Let's see. 1, 2, only 2. Okay? I will over here. 1, 2. And how many 4 dots? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Then how many 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 6 5s. And how many 3s? 6? 3 6. Okay. Now, you see the game now? Do I get everything in? Let's see. This probably should be a little closer here so you want to see. Okay, those are 6 5s. Okay, let me repeat this for you. 6 1, 3 2, 2 3, 5 4, 6 5, 3 6. All right? Now, this game I will let you start to play. You are the first player. Sometimes the first player has the advantage. Okay? Because if you could figure out the sequence possibilities way ahead of time, you being the first player definitely has the advantage. But usually it's not so easy on the first move, okay? Because the variety of change and the possibilities that is hidden. Okay, so your move. What are you going to do? All right, let's get the studio guys to say, how are you going to play this? 3 5s. Okay, all right. We just take 3 5s out. That means left with 3 5s. Okay? Review the situation. You got 6 1, 3 2s, 2 3s, 5 4s, 3 6. I discover a pattern. Very interesting. You remember, we are allowed to take 1, 2, or 3, right, of the same number. 3 is the largest number. And if you use 3 to divide, right now taking 3 out is 22 left in there. 22 is not it cannot be divided by 3, right? Because if you divide by 3, it could be 7 moves with 1 extra. Okay, that's assuming you can take 3. But turns out you cannot even take 3 because there's only 2 3s in this set. Okay, so that has to be a 2 dice move rather 3. So now I begin to calculate. Okay, Okay. All right. I have to make sure I will win. So I will make sure I'll take 2 1s. Even though I'm not sure this will lead to the winning path, but I think will make enough difficulty for the opponent to figure this one out. Okay, and if my my crew in the studio is smart, they probably could figure out already. I'll give them a chance. All right, let's do it. What are you gonna do? 2 6s. All right, 2 6s. All right, 2 6s. Now, 1 2 3. 1 2 3 4. 2 3 4. Okay, 2 6s. I have to be careful. I am going to take the 6 away. Okay? Now, what I have done is now we've taken 8 dice away, 17 left. In the 17, you have 4 1s, 2 3s, 3 2s, 5 4s, and 3 5s. Okay? Now, what are you going to do? 2 3s? Did I hear 2 3s? 2 3s. Okay, take 2 3s out. So 3 is gone, 6 is gone. So we have 4 1, 3 2, 5 4, and 3 5. Okay. Now, if I do this, I'm going to take 2 4s out. So that left, this takes 12 dice out, so left with 13 dice in here, and the 13 dice distribution is 4 1s, 3 2s, 3 4s, 3 5s. Now, have you figured it out? Where is your winning move? Let's go. 2 4s. All right, 2 4s. Okay, so that left with 11 dice. Okay, 11 dice. And okay, 11 dice. This is interesting. I have to make sure that's not good. That's not good. Okay. If you take, I will do this. That's not good. That's not good. Okay, if I do that, okay, I will take one die out. Okay, that leaves 10 in there. And the 10, for your information, 3 1s, 3 2s, 1 4, 3 5s. Remember, the object of the game is to have the last die. And by the rule, you can only take 1, 2, or 3 of the same number. Okay, your turn. 1 2. Only 1 2. Okay. 1 2. 1 2. If you do 1 2, I will do, let's just make it a different. 1 5. Okay? So that leaves this 8 dice in there. 3 1s, 2 2s, 1 4, 2 5. Now what you're going to do? 1 4. Ooh, 1 4. Okay? Now, I think it's pretty clear who's going to win. Okay? Why is clear? Because if I take 3 1s, left 4 dice for you, 2 5, 2 2s, what are you going to do?
1 5.
Well, you take 1 5, I take 1 2. What are you going to do? You have no choice. You can only take either 2 or 5. I end up with the last die. Correct? Agreed? So you take 2. Okay. I take 5. I win. See that? Now, it seems to be a very simple game. Okay? But it's not guaranteed you will win. And this is a very good game when you do this, when you travel, go to the beach or any place. Just throw this dice on the, on the floor, on the ground, on the beach. You can play this. And, okay, you can play this endlessly because the variety of games you can play and the chances you're not going to win, you can really get sort of really worked up, which is good because that makes your brains function, moving. And this is what the Noodle War is all about. And if you lose, you wonder, why did I lose? I thought I was going to win, and how come I lose? That's the excitement. Okay? All right. That is the second game. Now, the third, okay, another little wrinkle with doing this. We're not going to talk about all 25 today. Just introduce enough, whatever. Number 3 is same. Take 25 dice, throw it in there. Then the rule is you can take 1, 2, or 3 of the same number, but also of the same color. Remember, last hand, we could mix color as long as the number is the same. Remember, the first game was purely color, nothing to do with number. The third game is to take 1, 2, or 3 of the same number and the same color. Why is this wrinkle different? Yes, because when you throw the dice, a random throw, that number colored combination is random. Every hand will be different. Therefore, you cannot, if every hand is same, then once you figure out a winning pattern, you always win. That's no fun. And this makes the game fun. Every hand you throw is different. And particularly if you play this with a little sand dial, okay, you cannot take forever to make a move because, you have to figure out quickly and distribution of the numbers and the color. All right, let's do this quickly. If we have time, we can make this. Okay, oops. All right, let's get all together. So this hand, we are going to take either 1, 2, or 3 of the same number of the same color. That's the rule. Again, if you get the last die, you win. Okay? Now, maybe this hand back to me, I will start first. Okay? I didn't even look at the distribution, so start first sometimes may or may not be advantageous. Okay? Depends. But since I haven't really looked at the distribution, I just start first. Okay? Hopefully, you cannot figure this out at this point. Okay? If you did, then I will lose. But if you didn't, I will win. Okay? Now, it's for me to start. I can take a quick glance. Maybe we can do it just like last hand, to sort this out a little bit for the audience advantage, because otherwise it's hard. How many ones? There's 3 ones. But remember, 3 ones right here, they're all 3 different colors. So you cannot take all 3 ones away. Remember the rule. Take the same number of same color from 1 to 3. Okay? All right, that's 1. Let's see how many 2s. We got 2, 3 2s. By golly, the 2s, 4 2s. Okay, 4 2s. And interesting enough, the 4 2s are 4 different colors. Okay? Now, how many 3s? 2 3s, 3 3s. Okay, 3 3s. How many 4s? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? 5. But in this 4s, it's interesting, okay? Because 3 are the same color, green. Other one is ivory and white. How many 5s? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 5s. Okay? However, the 7 5s have 3 red, 2 ivory, 1 white, 1 black. How many 6? 3 6. All different colors. Now, we are running out of time, and when you play games, time just goes fast, and I have to be a little faster. Now, you obviously now notice the difference, right? When you have to take the same number, same color, you have to know the distribution. Since 1s are all different, that's 3 moves, right there, 3 moves. 2s are all different, 4 moves, that's 7 moves. 3s are different, another 3 moves, that's 10 moves. Since we are going to play this one at a time, and the last die wins, so we need to count how many moves you can make, okay? And 4s, 5 4s, but 3 green 4s can be taken away one shot. So therefore, this is 3, 4, 5 moves. Could be 3 moves, could be 4 moves, could be 5 moves. So we have 10 up to 15 now, okay? And 5s, 3 5, 2 5, and then 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's see. I'm not going to give away all the secret now, the logic I'm thinking. All right, you have 10 moves. You now have another, 3 moves, possibly more. And now you have 4 moves, possibly more. 17, and then 6, you have 3 moves, 20 moves. 20 moves is an even number, but other moves are even or odd number. So you see the number? Huh? The logic now? Okay, shall we start? All right, I'll let you make the first move. You can take 1, 2, 3 of the same number, same color. Let's go. 3 red 5s. That's fast. Good. Since we're running out of time, maybe this is the best way. And I will do 3, 4 greens. Why? Because this way makes the whole game pretty simple. Why is simple? Okay, I think I already know. All right, 12, 14, 17, 18. Okay, right now, if it's your move. Okay, see what you do. How many? 2 ivory 5s. Okay. Now, finally, my staff there figured it out. It's simple. Now, how many moves are there? That's 10 moves, 12 moves, 14 moves, 17 moves. 17 moves is odd number. And if I make a move, I take one at a time, then you're going to lose. Because you cannot take anything two. Have nothing of the same color, same number. So I will take a 6. Okay? You have no choice. You got to take one of a kind. Right? I'll take one for you, 5. And I take 4. And you take 3. I take 2. You take 1. I take 1. You take 1. I take 2. You take 2. I take 5. You take 6. I take 6. You take 4. I take 3. You take 2. Finally, I get 3. Right? You had a chance to win, okay, back then when you took the 2 5s. If you have taken 1 5, you would have won. Because I already gave you the hint. You're supposed to know the number of moves. Since there were even number of moves with 2 5s, and you want to make sure you give the even number moves if you are the player, because 1 2, right, 1 2 1 2 even would end up the other guy win. So you have to take only single 5 that leaves odd number of moves, then I will lose. Okay, and actually this hand was simple in many ways because a lot of singles, single number, single color appeared. Okay, but it's not always that way. You could have a different, distribution. And again, to make sure when you take a look, take a glance, you actually remember those. Generally, we should make the rule you are not supposed to touch the dice, and you should just glance it, okay? Because touching it, you could, turn over, which makes mistake. That's not good. So this force you to use your brain. Make the brain work harder. You glance at the dice, okay? You glance at the dice, and you have to remember, and you have to count the numbers and colors and so forth. So that's the third game. Now, let me keep on just explaining this since we don't have much time left. you can play this your own. Now, another wrinkle, it comes in, adding a little math there. Let's say we throw the 25 dice out there, and the rule is you can remove 1, 2, or 3, okay, of the same color, but with their face value add up to 6 or less. In other words, if you take 3 dice out, the numbers on top of the same color, okay, has to be 6 or less. So that's a math. Oh, with this distribution there, and immediately you got to start calculating, not only counting, okay? So that's one more wrinkle. That 6, 8, 10, 12, you can do that. So increase the math calculation, particularly good for kids, okay? Next, you can do this again, okay, with the same color and same number, but the face value add up to 6, 8, 10, or 12, and so on, okay? So that increase another, okay, 6 games. All right, then we could also do this introducing mathematical concept. If you throw 25 dice, you say you take 1, 2, 3 dice out with the face value must be add up to even number or odd number. That again throws another 6 games, okay? You see how interesting that would be? Why is that interesting? Because it requires your brain to calculate, to pay attention, odd number, even number. Okay, thank you. I have taken my time. I hope you enjoyed it. And stay tuned. Scramble Game Show.